Oh, we're live, man.
You just look at your cat.
You say, no, man. You like this kid?
That's awesome.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bourbon in the Barn. I'm your host, Bert. Always with me and most loyal Sunday Gary.
Well, up, everyone.
Today we come with you, Mr. Shellydine.
Shellydine.
Harold?
Yes.
Harold, yeah, okay. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we've been trying to do this one for a long time, but he's a cameraman, does sports, so Sundays are kind of obsolete, especially during the NFL with the Titans and everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and he's not on the ground. He showed me a picture. He's like, I got him suspended over the edge of the very top. I don't know how you do that.
That's scary.
Is the money that good? Because I couldn't do it. Well, I got vertigo, man. I get third rung of a ladder, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, the money's all right, but what's better than, working an NFL football game,
Yes.
right?
Especially 13 degrees in the high,
13 degrees.
400 feet above the ground.
Yeah, I'm up there where, sometimes these trash tornadoes come through, man. Peanut dust,
Oh, man.
nacho seasons.
You do the Titans?
It does. Titans, MTSU,
MTSU,
women's.
get a little bit, sometimes some mocks, do some basketball.
You do like high school too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Game of the week and stuff like that.
Yep.
You got to see Macaulay and you got to see Baylor, right?
I did not work that game this year.
No, but I mean, you got to see them during the season.
Yes.
Did you think it was going to end up them playing for the state championship?
It's always a good possibility in that class.
With recruiting, it does help.
Yeah.
know.
And it was great for Chattanooga that it was that.
Yeah, it
championship
stayed
was
home.
here.
Yeah, it stayed home. It
Yeah.
brings in revenue. Yeah, I totally get that.
Yep. And hopefully it helps keep the game here.
Because we did lose the Division II national championship. Did you ever do any of those with like Delaware or
I
Montana?
never worked any of them, but I went to a few of them.
Yeah. When Delaware went, was Flacco? He played that
Yep.
game here in Chattanooga,
He
right?
did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Yes, he did.
He's still kicking.
Blue
too.
Hens.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
he came off the couch. He didn't come off the bench. He lay there eating Doritos and folder. He said, "Hey, you want to play?"
You did
Yeah.
that Kurt Warner thing.
He's like, "Hold on." Hey, that's what he's like. Hey, I gotta play with the Browns.
You really?
I would have said no.
I don't know, man.
I like the Browns.
Yeah, I thought he had that Nick Foles aroma going on. I thought they were going to go a little bit
played
further,
great,
but
man.
Texas
So,
just came with a game plan, and
I love the
They did.
Cinderella story,
And-
man.
yeah, I do too. And I had the defense. That's the only time in football in the Super Bowl league that I had two defenses. I had Dallas and Cleveland, and I couldn't get rid of it. Whoever they played,
Right, matchups.
yeah, the Giants were playing the Cowboys.
Right.
I was so pulling for the Lions this year. Oh my goodness, man.
That would have been a great story.
That would have been. Yeah,
And even
it's
had,
not
with
over.
if
Oh, they're
Michigan
trying.
won the national championship, if the Lions had won the Super Bowl,
Oh,
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, but
That'd be
that
great
town-
to
That
be-
city don't
Burned it
deserve
around.
all that.
Yeah,
And then the
but
Tigers.
I hear they're going to do some major moves in like free agency. They want to fix a lot of their little issues.
It was like
so they can
1980.
Right back there again.
the Lions.
Yeah, everybody waited for Ben Johnson to be done in the playoffs, and then he didn't even go to the Redskins or the Seahawks.
Right.
They're scrambling at that point. I mean, Dan Quinn, it is what it is. I know you're a Falcons fan.
Yep.
Bulldogs fan. Are you from Georgia or just?
Yeah, I was born in Georgia.
Okay.
You guys might be getting
raised,
Justin Fields, man.
That way. What?
Falcons and the
Justin
Steelers
Fields.
are the two.
I bet they
Or
could get
Russell.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
maybe
Russell?
3
A little bit
years, $80
cheaper,
million.
yeah.
We'll
and that
give
might
you
be
Russell.
a really good
Investment.
quick fix.
'Cause I
We'll
mean,
give you Russell Wilson.
I don't. We don't want Russell. Wilson.
Nobody,
Broncos.
even the
You're
Broncos
on the
don't want
Broncos.
Russell Wilson.
You can have Russ. We take
Maybe I think the Redskins would probably be best for him.
Maybe. Who's their new coach? Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
Sam Howell's good, but Sam Howell's not there.
And Quinn was there in Seattle when
They won
he
the
was.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was defensive.
And then he was the head coach
Is
when
that
they
when they beat
blew the Super Bowl.
Was that when they beat the fuck out of my Broncos?
Yes,
Oh,
he was there. Yeah, the Legion of Boom was his building. He built every piece of that.
Christ. They stole a playbook. I don't know. Payne was like,
First
I
play
don't
of the
know.
game was a safety. I mean, you
I've
never
never
did
seen
that.
the sheriff go. I have no clue.
No, what kind of prop bet would that have been?
Mm-hmm.
First scores of safety.
All right, guys. So you guys know.
All right,
What are we drinking?
we're getting to that.
Let's do the. No,
I got a few facts about this.
no, let's
We're
do the,
drinking. Oh yeah, as you know, if you're under 21, We don't condone any
Yeah.
underage drinking, anything like that. You know, some
Yeah,
people
it's
wait,
done.
some people don't. Don't try to buy it from our liquor store or
Watch our show.
North Shore. So anywhere else y'all go, it's really out of my hands. That doesn't affect me directly. So as you know, we're sponsored by Eagle Liquor, 6852 Middle Valley Road, and North Shore Liquor.
319 Cherokee Boulevard.
There you go. You know about 6852 Middle Valley Road. You've been there.
Two or three times.
I've been there once or twice.
So you see your Bulldogs back to back.
Yeah.
And I really think they were in line for a third one. I don't think, and we can debate this Florida State, Alabama, Georgia thing till you couldn't leave Texas out because they beat Alabama at home by double digits.
Yeah, the way it fell, I mean, I'm not complaining. As a Bulldog fan, I definitely think Georgia is one of the top 4 teams
Who would have
in the
been your
country.
four?
But the way
I
we
think
didn't
they
take
were.
care of business against
Yeah,
Alabama, and that
it's
just
hard. And Alabama's
That's the way
not
it's
won the SEC, and they've still won the national championship. I'd rather walk by and see the SEC championship and the national championship than, I mean, I'm not complaining about
That
the
wasn't
national.
the right Final Four, though, right? What do
No,
you think?
it wasn't close.
Who do you think your Final Four should have been? Should have been Michigan, definitely should have been there. Washington should have been there.
I just don't think they should have.
Well,
I mean,
they beat
they
Oregon
did beat
twice.
Texas.
They beat
I just
Oregon
think
twice.
Georgia. I think Georgia beats all 4 of them.
They beat Oregon twice.
And if they play Alabama 10 times, they win 7 or 6 of them.
I don't disagree with any of that.
But they beat Oregon twice.
It was too hard to put Georgia in the way things fell.
In Florida State, God love them, and I don't
That's
really
why
care
they
about
beat
Florida.
Alabama had beaten Texas.
Yeah,
Does Georgia get in ahead of Florida State?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
It's true.
Yeah.
but if they're both undefeated and they both would have, and Alabama won, of course they would win. It was hard to keep. I think Florida State with their quarterback getting hurt, that really just put them out of it.
It's
Put them out of the committee's
all
mind.
different now.
Yeah, put them out of the committee's mind because I think Florida State with that quarterback could have gave all 4 teams a run
How
for
are you
their
going to
money.
do a 12-team plan?
But without him, you get the first teams get a bye. First top 4 teams get a bye, and then the 5 through
All the conference
5
champions.
through 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8 get a home game,
Right.
and then you start moving into the bowls and stuff like that.
So we're going to be like into college football, like
They're going to get an NFL schedule. Are they getting rid of the SEC championship games? They have to.
No,
they might
I'm
have to
aware
with
of.
12
If they do,
teams.
then they're going to have to get rid of some
They're
of these
playing one
UTCs.
this year because they've cut out the divisions and it's just going to
Yeah, it's just one thing.
Well,
Yeah,
you
top
have
2
Texas and
teams.
So
Oklahoma
I don't
coming
think
in,
they're-
too.
the plan now is not cutting out any conference.
Well, they got to cut out like this Mercer and
Is it gonna come
Charleston
down to like
Southern.
having 2
I mean,
to
I
be
get
like
well, these schools need this
SEC?
money. Like the UTC needs that money. I mean, they get $500,000.
Right now, those games are staying. I mean, Georgia's
That's just too many, man. You're
non-conference
going to be
schedule.
playing. That's 3 games in the playoff if you're
Well,
a
it's
lower
not
seed.
any different than it was this year, except for extra playoff games.
Yeah,
if you make the
they
playoffs.
just announced a 17-game season.
Yes, if you go that far.
So if you go undefeated,
So then
you're going to be the first team
Well,
to
it's
go
gonna be at least-
16-0.
It'll be at
Yeah.
least 3 more weeks, so they can't play like
No, they play every week.
A week.
There's
If you advance, you play
yeah.
the next week.
All right, let's get on to this.
So,
Well,
yeah.
and if
we can talk about this once
if
we
you're
do this.
if you're
yeah.
say the 12th team that gets in, and you run the table, you will have played 7.
Yeah,
12
yeah,
team would be
exactly.
something
Yeah.
like a,
But you
like
won't
a
be
s-
undefeated.
12 team would be like a Cincinnati or something, right? Something like
You
a
could have
road
a
team that
a
sneaks
number
in there.
12 Cincinnati
Yeah,
undefeated.
yeah,
or something.
or Boise State or something like that.
UCF or something.
Yeah.
TCU.
TCU.
I know they play supposedly in a big boy conference.
Is that the second worst loss now or the worst loss?
What?
It was
Because Georgia beat the piss out of Florida State.
yeah, that became
Is that the worst loss?
that is now the worst loss.
Yeah, that is.
It eclipsed the TCU.
And
victory.
Georgia beat
Yeah.
TCU.
Georgia's got the 2 biggest bowl victories. in
Yeah,
history, for sure.
and
in the
hey,
last couple of years.
you know, Kirby didn't call off the dogs. He said, "You go put this out here. We're putting our game plan
That's-
together."
Well,
See, that- he said, look,
benched
now.
Carson back at half.
Third, yeah, but I mean, still, I mean, dude, you had Muschamps get out
You
there
do,
throwing
right.
the ball, right?
They're-
I mean, he really,
They're dirty. They're
things are really
third-
going right when that's
Their
happening.
third string could be.
And he ran for a first down.
Yeah, he did.
Their third string.
And his
could be
dad was
Florida
like
State.
fist pumping. I've never liked Muschamp. He's a
I'm a
saving
Canes
disciple, and
fan.
I've
I'm
never
an
liked
ACC
him.
fan, and I'm like, Florida State shouldn't have been there.
Him and Jimbo Fisher, I've never liked either one of them.
I don't care for Jimbo Fisher.
Nobody.
And
I don't think I
and
like
Muschamp, not a head coach.
No, and he wasn't. And Kevin Steele, same way. I mean,
And Georgia replaced him. He's not on the staff.
good.
What do you think about Cristobal, my coach?
At Miami,
He's not been done too bad.
This is,
recruiting. We
this
got
is
a
what,
really good
coming up on
quarterback
his
now.
third year or fourth?
Yeah, he is
Third year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's time to, you
It's
know,
just put up or
Put
shut
up or
up.
shut up.
Him and Lincoln Riley are both on the hot seat.
We
Well,
have
Lincoln
to
Riley-
make the 12 team. We have to.
bailed because he didn't want to coach in the SEC.
So he thought he'd go there and
Oklahoma.
cakewalk, and he's put some bad product out at USC. And with that kind of NIL deals you can make out there, that is insane. I thought Notre Dame and USC would grab every 5-star. Because, I mean, you got the Catholic Church backing you with Notre Dame. They got more
Right.
money than...
USC kind of struggled. Did that didn't tarnish
Was
his
it
record
when,
though, or like
when he
his-
lost, when Caleb Williams lost that first game and knew that he was probably out of the college football playoff, he phoned it in. He's like, look, I'm about to go to the NFL.
He did not defend his Heisman Trophy.
No,
Is
not
he
well
that
at all.
good though?
Yes, they're putting him in the likes of
supposed to
Andrew
be.
Luck, Elway,
Trevor Lawrence?
Manning.
He's going to be a
Trevor
top
Lawrence.
2 pick, apparently.
He'll be what?
A top 2 pick.
He said
Sort of
it,
what they do with Justin
he
Fields.
said he'll go back to college if you don't go.
Yeah, the Bears are a little bit of a wild card.
Yeah.
With that.
I think the Bears are gonna. I think they're gonna trade that pick. They don't.
Yeah, but they're
I
going to
would
want a
keep
lot.
Fields.
What they
I'd
did to
keep
Carolina was wrong. And Bryce Young, I kind of saw that he was going to into a bad situation. I thought C.J. Stroud was too. I didn't think D'Amico Ryans would be a great coach.
Why don't you keep that
All right, let's
pick,
get to
take
drinking.
Marvin
All right,
Harrison.
look. All right, shut up. All right, here we go. Barman.
That might be what they do,
All right.
Gary.
This is bottled and made from Coors Light. This is their bourbon.
That's a beautiful.
It's
bottle,
distilled.
you know.
Coors Light. It's got notes of vanilla, burnt peach, and chocolate, and caramel, and all
Cinnamon.
that. Vanilla, cinnamon, all that good stuff.
Is it
It's-
a liqueur?
It's like a tossed salad.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a bourbon, and David Coors wanted to do this. He's been wanting to do this, so he finally did it. But it's made. Colorado got the best water. Coors Light.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is made with Kentucky
it's
water.
made with Kentucky water and bottled in Kentucky. I think just the formula came up at Coors Light. So, it's out of it's out of
See,
Bardstown.
when we went to Buffalo
And it's
Trace
only in
and-
like 5 or 6 states. So, it's getting there.
Have you
but,
been to Buffalo Trace, like the distillery?
I have not.
We went that like the last tour went on. Like they showed us this like where they do the out of the Kentucky River and stuff like it was fascinating on how they make this stuff. You got it?
Oh, I love that sound.
Smell good?
Smells
Smells
just like bourbon.
A little fruity.
Yeah.
It smells calm to be what? What's the proof? 92?
92.
Not you.
Same age as you, Gary.
Yeah. I'm old. I feel old. After working a double Saturday, I'm like, yeah, I gotta kiss it. Thank you, John Miles. Fuck off. I digress. So.
Good. Because nobody wants to hear that shit.
All right, the Lucky Celtic shot glass.
Well, hey, we're doing good, man.
Yeah.
No complaints with my Celtics this year, man.
Until
Might be our
they, till
year.
they get to the playoffs
And
and
we
blow it
get-
again.
Bucks or somebody that kicks our ass. Cilantro.
And when y'all get to the
Sriracha.
finals, cilantro.
Cilantro. All right, here we go. Ooh, I like
That's
that.
pretty good.
I like that. Got a little kick, but
It really hit hard.
it's very
Goes down pretty
flavorful.
easy.
Yeah, it does have a lot going on. It does know.
Yeah.
There's a
There's
lot
some-
of flavors in that.
There are.
Yeah,
I don't
I do
taste-
get the cinnamon towards the end, but up front I had the caramel and the
I
vanilla.
taste no peach in that at all.
Did you say blueberry too?
Huh?
Did you say blueberry too?
No,
No, that's this one.
that's
Oh.
It was
that's
peach,
that's
cinnamon,
That's our dessert drink.
chocolate,
Burnt peach, burnt,
cinnamon,
burnt
chocolate,
peach, chocolate,
caramel.
cinnamon, caramel, and vanilla.
Yeah.
I got kind of vanilla up front, but it's pretty good.
All right, there's yours, and we're gonna share the green one because I can't find the other one. So,
Don't use the Sharpie on this, huh?
no, please
No,
don't.
please don't.
We've had these boards for a while now, Bert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that. Ooh. Any having problems? So I'm gonna give it
When you're done, you can just put it behind you, right behind you.
like that. All
All
right.
right, Gary, go get the ice. Gary, put that. Flip it over, Gary. No
You
cheating.
can't see it.
Oh, there's a reveal.
Here, there's a
Oh,
reveal.
yeah.
You got to get him at the end.
You guys
Gary,
check.
when did you get here? Do not knock any of that over.
I'm not going to. I got this. I'm not drunk.
Why are you dancing? No, nobody wants to see that.
No one sees it.
Are you taking the glasses with you?
No, I'm gonna get the ice and bring it out.
No, I want to keep that ice. And once we bring it out here, we
Keep it,
never
I'll
take it
check
back
it
in.
back in there.
Here, take the fucking glasses.
Ah, I hate doing that.
Well, I don't care.
Well, I care. Ass. That's
God
why we
is
get the
good.
ratings.
A little bit of ice for the rocks.
I know how
Let's
to
go
do
there.
this.
I
I've done
know
it.
Oh, you might want to move your shirt.
93
Rusty ass
times.
Shit right there. And we're starting to find shit we never knew we fucking had.
Thanks for the shirt.
Yeah, anytime. So, married?
I am married.
Got the whole
Got
9
kids,
yards.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. Yep.
Nice house. Paid
Oh,
for
yeah.
it, mortgage and stuff.
It's getting close. Getting
That
close.
37 year.
Right. Getting close. Not too far.
Yeah. So you've lived in Middle Valley for a while. How do you feel about all that fucking traffic and all those subdivisions?
Yeah.
That's getting dicey.
Yep. Ever since the Walmart came, I knew Middle Valley Road would never
And
be the same.
You can't widen it.
It's not the same.
They need to red light it if they can't. If they're not going to widen it, they need one right there where the liquor store is. They need a red light. One coming out of Eagle. I mean, that would really hinder some stuff
Yeah.
because it's hard to get in. And people are like peel out of there. I mean,
Well, if you're trying to pull
Yeah.
out
And
of
turn
the liquor
left.
store and
Turn
turn left
right.
on East Boy Scout
Yeah.
and somebody's turning right.
yeah, I
you
mean,
gotta-
we've seen some wrecks. There
Yeah.
have been some.
You gotta pay attention
Yeah,
to it
it's,
for sure.
it's growed up area. I did not think any of that would happen. 6 subdivisions in a 3-mile radius.
And they just dropped that apartment complex
Yeah.
right next to the pump and go up there.
Yeah, right next to the volunteer fire department.
Fire hall. Yep.
So maybe if that catches on fire, they don't even have to get in the truck.
No, we just aim the hose.
Yeah, they know. That'd be a good one. That's a okay. Oh shit, man! I ain't about to put my boots on. I'm out there flip flop.
Yeah, I've always, I think it helps on your insurance if you're close to a fire hall.
Really?
I think if you're,
Fire's still fucking fire, no matter
that's
where
true.
you are.
It's true, but I could,
The response time, I can see that. Yeah, they could get it done down. And
I could hit a 6-iron to the fire hall from where I live.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Uh,
So,
so.
have you tried? I mean, you hadn't done that, had you?
No, I haven't done that.
Okay. Maybe a 9-iron.
No, haven't aimed at the fire hall.
In
My neighbors hit some
over
the Jehovah Witness property there. And
that got
I had
their
another
finger.
neighbor who's a better golfer than me, and he hit some straight down Valleywood Road.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I'd be hitting a house.
Until my back really just started being to where I couldn't play golf, I would play, and never in my life have I ever used a 6-iron. Ever.
Oh, I love
Dude,
a
I
6-iron.
use a driver, a 3-wood, a 7-iron, a 9-iron, and a putter. That's it. That's all I really need. I got all of them.
Yeah.
But I only need. I've never used a 6, a 5 before. I've used a driving iron. I liked it.
I don't use many irons below a 6.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to a 7
Pitching
or 5
wedge,
wood
stuff
or
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah, I'll use some short irons, but
Yeah.
I don't usually hit 4 irons.
Yeah, I don't even know why they make like 2 irons and 3 and because if I'm pretty far out on a par 5, if nobody's looking, I tee it up and hit it with a 3-iron. I ain't got somebody right on my back. Never was a very honest golfer. Well, a funny story. The first time we went, it was concrete.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So they started on and it's at par 3. Well, I hit it and it goes right on the edge of the green. Well, I putt. Take my putter out and I putt and it goes in. So I was like, fucking birdie the first hole I ever played. I was like, well, this ain't that bad.
This game's great.
And I said, every time I birdie, I'm gonna keep that ball. I got one. I got a shit ton of pars, but I got one birdie. And I used to play twice a week. One birdie.
Always at Concord?
And it was at Concord, the first hole I ever played. And there's been a couple of times I've gotten on with a par 3 with a chance, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
It lipped a cup or something. But I said every
It's
time I
hard,
get a
man.
birdie, it's an orange Dunlap or something, orange ball. And I was like, every time I get a birdie, I'm going to keep the ball. I got one. One freaking ball. And I probably played 200, 300 times. One birdie.
Well,
I got a bunch of pars.
you're going to have plenty of opportunity in Florida. There's tons of
Yeah,
golf courses all
we'll
around
have a lot of
there. There'll be some
opportunity there.
Really
I
nice
had to
ones.
take out golf.
You gonna miss
there.
me? I'm gonna miss y'all, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
really gonna
I'm
miss
gonna miss
Alex and all them. They're really stand-up guys, and you know that. You give them your business, so.
Yep.
And except when they close early on you, they do that to everybody, man. I get paid by the hour. If it's Tuesday through Saturday, I'm there till 11.
Right.
It might be 10:58 when I'm locking the door, but if you pull in, we can do it in 2 minutes. I'll let you
And
go
when you
through.
put that sign on the door, that's a promise to your customer.
It is.
You know?
Look, when I went to Neighbors, they were closing at midnight. And I was like, look, or 11, sometimes 1.
Yeah.
And
Bars
no business.
different, man.
No.
For everybody.
And I went in there and I said, look, y'all hired me. I'm going to be a manager. We're staying open till 3. And there was nights I took my PlayStation in there and played video games.
At Neighbors?
from like 12 till 3 in the morning. But I stayed open.
I had some of the best times of my life.
And people started coming in, and then they saw the consistency. I changed the dark room. We redid the pool tables, all that, and like people started coming in.
Dude, Monday
and then
night
they're
was
like,
kicking.
every night we know you're going to be here.
Every
Like,
time I've ever been in that place, it's been crowded.
Oh, I had a good time, and I miss Terry Lee. R.I.P. Terry Lee, man.
yeah, he's a good person. But
Yeah,
yeah, on the straight up consistency, you can be shitty at everything, but if you're consistent, it'll hold your customer base
Yep.
to a certain degree.
Yep.
And people don't understand that, like food wise. You know, I go to a restaurant. I've had a French dip there. I want it to taste the same. And when you get different cooks, different things are going to happen. But
Yeah.
consistency, I know when I go to Chili's that I've never had a bad experience there.
Yeah.
And that's the one
I
restaurant.
worked there.
Well, that's different. You suck.
I don't
Yeah.
suck.
No,
I
I will not name the liquor store, but they are in the Hickson area. And they closed early on New Year's Eve, like at 8:30 or something.
Oh, wow.
And I was coming in from out of town, I was like,
Well,
okay,
they treated it just like a Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, it was a Thursday, but it was New Year's Eve. They
Oh,
could've
you're
stayed
talking about
open.
not this year.
No,
Okay, yeah.
no, but I haven't been back.
There
They
you
close
go.
early on New Year's Eve. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the Super Bowl for a liquor store.
Exactly.
Except for the Super Bowl.
And ours being both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve being on Sunday, I was fucking with Alex, and I'm like, "Sweet, we get out of here at 8." And he's like, "What? No." He's like, "No, we got to stay till 11." I was like, I knew that. I mean, sometimes retail, man, you got to live that life. You got to live that holiday life,
New
man.
Year's Eve?
Yep.
Huh?
Was I there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Because remember, I dropped you off at Sweets,
Yeah.
and then me and Charlie went to.
Ripped.
This is in a 45-minute. I dropped him off. Then I went up and made it
Came
to
back,
Dave and
I'm like,
Buster's to
let's
be with
go.
Ellie on New Year's Eve.
Let's go.
And then I came back. This was in an hour's time. I came back. He's like sliding out of his
Here's it, man. Everybody knows there. I'm like, hey,
What the-
there's a shot. I'm like,
And Gary, it don't take long, man. Him and John, dude.
I won't let him live me.
Him and John, one drink, and their whole lives change. You could be sitting there talking to Gary, you'd be like, "Oh, hey, man," and Gary, he's like, and he starts leaning back, and he's got the look on it, and I'm like, "Dude, wait, what the?" Hey, we love you, Taylor Swift. Got Gary all tore up on the Super Bowl.
I don't hate you. I respect you.
It's a
You're
cameraman. See, I tell you,
You're
cameramen
great.
are told to do that, right?
Oh yeah.
Pan out, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're
Somebody
a great
camped out on
songwriter.
her.
Yeah, I mean that's their job. Their
I
whole
think you
job.
should go back to country.
All right, we're
singing,
gonna do this
but
on the
that's
rocks, and then next
On
is
the
what,
rocks.
Gary?
with the cola.
This is actually pretty good. This is like
I
Coors Light.
don't hate it.
Yeah, it hates you.
It's not 100 proof. I mean, last couple ones we've done.
Yeah, we've had some.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that days of 80 proof.
114 old granddad or something.
That's when Gary tried to fight the hose.
I think
Brian, we apologize. I apologize for Gary's behavior.
I apologize.
Like usually I can
already.
pull Gary, and he's standing here, and I was like, "All right, man."
I was ready to fight that.
And I said, "Come on, man." And usually I can do that, and he goes with me.
I was like,
Well, he clamped onto the. I had to like.
I don't know what
I had to like
that is.
vice grip him.
I've
Then he
never
fell
done that
right
before.
here, and I was like, he looks at me and he goes, "That's your fault." And I was like, "Well, kinda."
One
And then I
fourteen.
deadlift him. I just heaved him onto the couch, and he was out.
we did one.
I think he was out midair when I picked him up. He didn't say another fucking
We
word.
did 114 and 121. They don't get anybody ready to fight. Seems like.
Get you ready to fight?
I was ready. I
Yeah,
was
Gary's
down.
just staring at him, and I was like, I thought he was playing at
Cilantro.
first, and I was like, "You for real?" He's like,
Cilantro.
I'm here for cilantro.
So, well, I'm Irish. It's cilantro.
Shut up, Gary.
I'm not disappointed on that either.
Yeah, I'm not either.
The last couple ones we've had on the rocks have not been that good. That's really good. That's actually really smooth.
That is smooth.
Yeah,
Cuts it
it's
down
a little bit
a lot.
better than I thought it was going to be.
All right, here we go. Let me use this one. That's mine, 'cause
You got. We got to do our ratings.
Yeah.
What is this? For your Coke?
Yeah, that's for the Coke, because I spit a little bit on
Okay.
that one.
I have to bring that over here. I want you to clean these because that sink still got soap in it.
Oh, I got you.
I got a little treat for you at the end. All right. A little treat for everybody.
Oh, that's me. That's
Oh, just being here's a treat.
I'm gonna have to bump that up a little bit, man.
All right.
That's good. That was actually.
Yeah, I got a like April 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I got a bourbon trip set up.
Oh yeah, where you going?
Sunday when we leave,
Quite a
we got to
few
be
places.
at Maker's Mark about 3 o'clock. We're gonna take the tour, dip our bottle, then we're going to.
Dude,
Look how special needs that is, bro. Look at.
dude at the place at Maker's
Yeah,
Mark,
he just
goes-
walked out. He goes,
that might be the worst.
He
one
goes,
I've
that's the
ever
worst
seen."
bottle I've seen. I've been here 8 years.
And I did it.
Only Gary. The guy looked at.
Look, it's all lumped up in there. It looks bad.
Looked at.
Looks like Shrek.
He looked at John. He looked at Ellie's. He's like, good. He looked at mine. He goes, you could work here. And he looked at Gary's. He's like,
Go home.
yeah. He was like, he kind of walked out. He goes, I've been here 8 years, and that's the worst.
That's
bottle
why I
I've
want to
ever
redeem myself on that one. I have to
Gotta go
redeem
back.
myself.
Fix that.
They have like a cool bar setting, and it's beautiful.
Go get him.
That's not him. Though.
That's Jackson. Yes, it is.
Who's
The dog?
You let him out? You let the dogs out?
I didn't let him out.
Ellie did. Go get him.
What is it? Ah.
So you're going to Makers? Where else?
Makers, and then we're going to stay at Southern Indiana, the Caesars there. Then the next day we're getting up, we're going to Evan Williams. Because the 2 bottles I bought there that they're only at the distillery, you can only get them at the distillery, I've opened. So I want 2 that are pristine.
Right.
And then after that we're going to Heaven Hill. Where you make your own juice, you make your own bottle, and then they put your name on it and everything. Like if you want a high rye, you want a bourbon, you want a Castrine.
How long have they been in the whiskey business?
Who, Heaven Hill?
Yeah, because they were just like
I know.
always knew them as vodka for you, like a really cheap vodka.
Well, no, that's their quick and go. You know, like
So they've
mechanic
got
places they do
premium stuff
like
as well.
go get him,
He's not.
go get him.
He's not coming. You go get him. I don't know how to do it.
I'll
He
host the
does
show
come
for a
to
little bit.
Yeah. Jackson.
All
right,
Jackson,
we're
come
on
here
a
now.
we're on a
Get
dog
over here.
hunt now.
Jackson,
Sunday, Gary and
come
Bert
here.
out chasing dogs in the neighborhood. That may be how the show normally goes. I don't know. I feel like I'm having to fill now.
Come here.
So let's talk about Gary's waxwork a little bit more.
Yeah, go
That really
here.
is atrocious.
Yeah, go see Sheldon. Hey, Sheldon.
Hey, bud.
Hey, Bubba.
Raising hell? What you doing?
Yeah, do you, baby?
Look at Gary's waxwork.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Thanks.
All right, Jackson, go see Uncle Gary.
All right.
He goes, if you did your best on that, you should probably just go and dine.
This is a
That's
fine
right.
specimen here.
Yeah, I'm really excited. When we go to Heaven Hill, we get to make our own blend,
No way.
and then they put your name on it. It's $40 for the tour and
Make sure
the
they
bottle.
put Sunday Gary.
Yeah, make sure they put Sunday Gary on there.
It's going to be Gator Garrison, baby.
Gator Gary.
This is with,
Yeah, but you're a Miami
With the
fan. You're gonna-
cola.
you got to say it.
With the cola.
With the cola. Jackson, no, you're not getting
You're
out.
not going
in
out.
Here now.
You're in here now. Yeah.
Go lay on the couch, buddy.
He's like, you go lay on the couch.
I will later.
Buddy.
Oh,
Yes,
you
sir.
boogie. I know, baby.
Yes,
He's such a
sir.
puppy. He's a good dog, though. Happy as hell.
My dog's gonna be like, who's that other dog I smell?
Yeah. You're going to get. Yeah. I know how that goes.
All right, we were doing with the
Right.
cola.
Let's cleanse the palate with some Coors Light.
There you go.
Do that with some gummies. Not a sponsor.
Oh, cilantro.
Cilantro.
Sriracha.
Cilantro.
We all have our own toast. Here's sriracha.
That's pretty good. Different.
It's not as good as some. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's not as good as it was with the.
I don't think it needs Coke. Certain things don't need Coke.
Yeah.
I don't need Coke. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not gonna shit on it, but it's. I don't think it needs.
Come here. Where you at? Be where I can see you. See you, did my baby. No. Thank you. Have a good sugar.
I don't know.
Indeed, bye-bye.
I don't
Checking
think
out
it
Shelly Don. So have you been coming to Eagle Liquor ever since they opened, or
Yeah.
is that kind of okay? That New Year's Eve thing didn't really.
Yeah. I was needing a new liquor store, and then the other one over there went through a transition.
Transition twice.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, and they're good people, man. They try, man. It's a tough business.
They just don't carry the products I like to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we
Sir?
start it?
Let him do his writing first.
Okay.
We'll let him go first.
Yeah, go for it.
I know it's a lot of addition. You didn't come here for the math.
I can do the
use
math.
Do you use that tree service? Because they're down there on Dayton Boulevard. Are they good? Or
Big Woodies?
Yeah.
Well, they've got a hysterical logo.
yeah,
But they also.
it's like a Big Johnson T-shirt back.
Right.
Well,
They, they sponsor a lot of things in the community. You know, some high school sports stuff.
Oh,
they're
that's
gonna
good.
be giving away a $3,000 scholarship to a lucky high
Jackson.
school athlete
Oh, that's
in the
nice.
next month or so. So they do some good stuff. And
That's really nice, man. There's a lot of people. They talk about go to college and all that. It's made it to where you sent your girls to college, right? Or girl, or
one of them got her in there. It wasn't for her. So she moved on pretty quickly. And then I have one that's attacking it pretty hard right now.
You have two daughters?
Yep.
Give them a shout out.
Hey, Kayla. Hey, Aston.
I guess.
what's the wife's name?
Michelle.
Michelle.
That's it.
I always call her Michelle. Michelle and Don.
That works.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so do the math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here.
We start off by saying what you had on meat, what you had on rocks with cola, and then you had all that.
Yeah. He's like, I'll hang on both of you.
All right,
I know, baby.
It's probably the highest score I've had in a while.
I've done the math.
All right, go ahead. Tell us what you think.
I gave it a 3.8 on neat. Little fruity but smooth. I kind of like a tad more bite. It was really good on the rocks. Gave it a 4.3 for that.
There you go.
Very smooth. The cola, I don't think it pairs super well with the cola. It's still 3.7 because it's still smooth and drinkable. Overall, 11.8.
Okay. Where you at?
As recommended.
Hey, after you read this, go get him in the house.
Like meat, I did a 4.1. Like that. Rocks, I really like that on the rocks. 4.5. Cola, 4.1. I got it at 12.7.
All
So recommended by me, definitely.
you are
Sonny
both,
Garrett
he's
says
at
yes.
he's at recommended. He's at almost highly recommended.
Almost
He's
highly.
like 13 above highly recommended. And that's only like $39.99 or $43.99, something like that. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's the price.
I really like that neat.
40
I
bucks.
did. 4.1 rocks. Took it down, but I gave it a 4.0. And then cola, like you, it took it away. I gave it a 3.9. Overall, a 12.0, 12.7, 11.8. Puts it roughly at a 12.5, so we recommend
You
it.
didn't like the rocks?
Not as much. I thought I would, but I really liked it neat. So, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So, yeah. No.
So,
Barmen, we
firmly with his score, my score, and your score, about a 12.5. So,
Pretty
we
consistent.
recommend it. We have
$40 is not
these
bad.
only come in a 6-pack, so we got 5 left at the store.
Yeah.
They're really good. It's really
How
good
many
price.
states they sell them in?
They only sell them in like 8 or 9 states, Nevada, probably in
Coolers at the
Colorado.
beginning.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess probably in Florida. I think Florida and Tennessee are the only one, in Georgia are the only ones.
You know, they need them a Smokey and the Bandit movie to really
Get it where it needs
ratchet
to
up
be.
the hype.
You want to try that one by itself?
Sure.
And then I got a little treat for Shitley Dine, because I've been trying to get him on the show since day one. And I know this is what people are all clamoring about, but you know, it is what it is. Dude, we had a lot of calls and a lot of people come in and leave. Did you get him in the house?
Yeah.
Ellie awake?
Yeah, they're all awake.
Okay. Is Derek here?
No, not yet.
Having pot roast tonight. So
Yeah, we
No.
that calls out all the people. And that when you get, Gary, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go pour out all this ice and this, and this. And then I'll pour you another single and I'll get into the,
Okay. Just pour them out in the can over here or
So-
outside?
yeah, outside, man, just outside. So being a cameraman, is that what you went to college for? Like communications or?
I went
AV
to college
or-
to be an architect, but when I got there, it was like, whoa, look
Where'd
at
you
all
go?
the math I'm gonna. First year I went to.
Yeah, because we kind of hit you with some math there and it kind of.
It's not my favorite thing.
Yeah, it's not
I can
mine.
do
It's
some of
not
it,
mine
but-
either.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm a history kind of science guy, but
Right. Yep.
but math and English, nah.
Yeah. No, I'm an English guy. I like history too.
I'm English too. I love English.
So I went to, it was Cumberland College at the time in Williamsburg, Kentucky. It's now University of the Cumberlands, I believe. Went there
Is that the one
to be
that
an architect.
Georgia Tech beat up?
No, that's in Lebanon.
Okay.
That's Cumberland University
Okay.
in
What
Lebanon.
was it? What was the score on that?
222 to like nothing.
Yeah.
And
You know
it was
that they-
117 or 147 to nothing at halftime.
They beat them in baseball before that game happened and talked trash. That's why they run up the score on them.
You know who was the coach for that?
I did not know that. It's part of
George
it.
Heisman.
Heisman. It was Heisman.
Yeah, they talked about the unsportsmanlike, because cancel culture being the way it is today. They talked about like taking his name off the Heisman Trophy because of that.
What?
Yeah, because he ran up the score like that. And I'm like,
Oh,
look,
yeah.
man, that was such a long time ago.
Yeah.
And people talk about like when you run up a score. Notre Dame used to beat motherfuckers like 97 to nothing because they could.
They were punting on first down.
They're punting on first
They
down.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
They punted on first down like 4 times.
Yeah, because they were down to their fifth string quarter. It wasn't even a quarterback; it was their punter.
They
So
were
he was
hoping
just
that
going
maybe
back.
somebody fumble, or maybe we could get a pick six or something.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean,
None
it
of
is what
that.
it is. I mean,
None of that.
the biggest upset I've ever seen was Appy State beating that I witnessed with my eyes.
Beat Michigan.
Beating
Big
Michigan.
house.
Yeah, like that was.
Yeah.
That was a crazy.
That's a
I
pretty
mean,
good one.
That's the only one. I mean, I've seen
I
things
don't know.
and stuff like that.
Villanova beating Georgetown was a big
Cilantro.
fucking- That was pretty.
Sriracha. Hibachi.
Cilantro.
Hibachi.
God, that's good. That's
Yeah,
really
that
good.
really is good. I said I was going to do it before I like turned it on to customers because I didn't want them to come back and be like,
Well, you got to know your products.
yeah.
You know?
Ooh, man.
And I kind
That's
of,
why you're one of the most trusted
Yeah.
liquor salesmen in.
That's a beautiful.
yeah, I really don't. This girl came up the other day. She came up with like George the McKinnon, and me and Gary had done it on the show.
Yeah.
And I said, "Have you ever had this before?" And she said, "No." I said, "You don't want this."
No.
Me and Gary gave it like an 8-7
Yeah, it was
total.
Total.
Yeah, it was under 10. And I sold her a bottle of Four Roses regular. It was $6-7 more. Yeah, way better product.
Our first show was Four Roses. Right?
I'm
Yeah.
sure she appreciated that.
And we've done Four Roses small batch. We've done Four Roses single barrel. We've done Four
I think
Roses.
our last
That was
show-
our first one.
I think our last show should
And this
be Four
is
Roses.
episode 90, what?
93. I think 93.
Our last show should be Four Roses. Something.
Hey,
Remember
well,
when
I'm gonna look and see what I can do. We might go up there because we go dark way before the 100th. So we got a couple of weeks. Yeah,
Get ready for
That's
that
going to
one.
be our last Bourbon in the Barn.
I'd like to get one that says Bourbon in the Barn on it.
Will that be our last one? And
That'll
then
be
we'll go
it.
to Rum in the Sun?
Then we go to Rum in the Sun. Then we go to Florida.
Yeah, we're going to be living the order.
Living that flip flop life. Have you been? I mean, do you visit Florida? Do you?
Yeah, I used to
Have
live
you
in
been to Port St.
Jacksonville.
Lucie?
Did you? Would you just think about the kind of an ass?
Jacksonville's really, it's a working town. It's kind of like South Georgia,
Well, that's
honestly.
where Skinner's from. Then.
You know, with Tom Petty, you know.
No, Tom Petty's from Gainesville.
Yeah, he's from.
Oh, okay,
Gainesville.
close enough.
Yeah. Well, no, and a funny story about that, Skinner used to call Petty's people and be like, hey, we're going to do a show in Gainesville. What's the best thing? And then when Petty would come to Jacksonville,
You ever met
he'd be
Petty?
like, hey,
No,
I met him. I met him at in
Tom
Panama
or
City,
Richard?
Florida. Oh, Tom Petty. They live in Panama City. Really nice guy.
I think it was Tom
really
Arnold and he
nice.
got confused.
He was a big pothead.
There's a
so
big difference between
He
them.
was really high. He was a big pothead. So.
Shocker.
Petty would call his people and be like, hey, what's the best venues to do and everything. So,
So they compare notes in Northern Florida.
And I mean, rock and roll, you can't be very self-centered. Because you're going to need people outside your comfort zone and all that to like.
I got arrested.
people
Somebody
you
come get
You can
me.
trust in the business and
Yeah, I mean,
as far as
like-
anything, management, lighting,
Yeah.
venues,
Yeah,
promoters.
promoters, yes, exactly. Because you can actually suck and put on a great show.
Well, Tom Petty wasn't
And
the
which-
best singer in the world.
Prime
ever.
example, and I don't know how you feel about this. Kiss. I never liked their music, but I heard their shows were
Kiss,
But they're
phenomenal.
phenomenal. I'm a big Kiss
Phenomenal.
fan.
Kiss
Are
is
you?
like
Yeah.
ACDC. Their
Love
music sounds the same, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm a big
And ZZ
AC/DC
Top,
fan,
too.
and people are like, "Oh, their music's repetitive," and I'm
Oh,
like,
ZZ
"Yeah, I'm a
Top,
creature of
too.
habit.
You know what
so
I-
it works out for
You
me."
know what I like about AC/DC is you know what you're going to get every single
Yeah.
time, buddy. You throw that in there, it doesn't matter which album.
You
it
know,
is.
Angus
whatever.
Lee dancing around to
You're-
his ass.
you know
I mean, I threw
exactly
the
what you're
bagpipes
gonna
in there
get.
once.
Yeah, every now and then a slow one like Ride On or
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah.
not a whole lot of
Did you know
ballads
that
out
Bon
there.
Scott-
They're just in there to
Bon
to
Scott
kick you in
didn't
the
know
face.
how to play bagpipes, and he was winging it on friggin' Long Way to the Tongue.
Yeah.
I love that song. You know how you can tell bagpipes out of tune?
Yeah.
Somebody's playing it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I like a good bagpipe. All right, here we go.
This is new.
This is the new thing everybody's after. Look, we got 2 cases of it Saturday at Eagle Liquor, and luckily I got one, and I got there early to get one.
Let's see the bag.
It's a beautiful
that
bag.
bag is
Because
beautiful.
Crown is all, that is a beautiful
That's a
bag.
cool
Look at that.
ass bag.
Yeah, I mean
want one of
that's
those
blackberry looking.
Yeah, and I've
They
bought
get good with the
Crown
peas.
just for the bag.
Yeah.
bags. Shelly Dawn, if you buy that, will you give me the bag?
No, he said he's a bad guy.
Buy 2 of them and give me the bag.
If I like it and I buy one, I'll
Why don't
give
you just
the
buy
Thank
one,
you.
Gary?
What,
We
how
got
much
2
are they?
cases of this. This was an early drop at Eagle Liquor,
still
and
gonna be
honestly,
like Crown
we
price,
we had
right?
2 cases. We did 1 per person, and we sold out at 4:30.
It's what,
We got it at
32
10
bucks?
o'clock. 4:30, 6 hours later, 1 per person, 24 bottles gone.
It's still the same price as Crown, right?
Yeah, it's $32.99. It's a
So
little
yeah,
bit,
that's fine. Yeah, I'll get it.
but like we didn't gouge, we didn't do anything,
Never mind. I got
and
it.
like we still had people coming in yesterday.
I like when the lady with the sewing machine's in there and she'll
Oh yeah,
she'll
yeah,
personalize
Dominique.
your bag.
Hey, I worked with Dominique at Logan's. I loved
For
her.
real?
Yeah, she used to give me my ABC card.
That's a great gift at
She's-
Christmas time. Get somebody a bottle of Crown with
We
the
had
damn
that.
name on the bag.
We got Ellie the first New Year's Eve we were together. The night I proposed to her,
You
she
think
didn't
they
know
do
that.
that for her?
She got me the blue XR.
I want a bag with my name on it. That'd be cool.
Blue XR. She bought it for us, $136. She bought it from Sam, and we only open it on special occasions, stuff like
Can
that.
we have it on the show?
But yes, the second show we did it.
For
and-
Mother's Day.
No,
What Mother's Day?
that was the first show.
No,
the fucking
look,
shows
this
together.
was just me and you.
No, yeah, and that was Mother's Day. That's why I did 4 roses.
That makes sense.
Keep up. So
One for each of your 4
So
months.
she came in, and I got her to stitch Bert and Ellie 12/31,
I
2019
remember
on
that.
that bag that currently holds like that much. Every time we got a big deal, or I got a raise, she got a promotion, we did this, we did that. Our anniversary, Christmas, New Year's Eve,
a
we
special
have a
batch.
drink like that much of it, and they don't make it anymore. So once that's out, it's out.
Oh,
Yeah. So.
I don't see me.
all right,
All right, we're gonna do this with lemonade.
all right.
Do y'all want to do it by itself first?
Yes,
I actually do.
yes. I'd like to try it unadulterated. Then we'll do a little
'Cause I don't
blackberry lemonade.
Because I don't like peach.
That's It's good.
But Crown Peach, I have no
Smells
problem with.
great.
Yeah, it does, but it
Oh my God.
sticks.
It smells really, really fruity.
That's because it's just like you.
That's
Smells better
Crown.
than.
Ground blackberry.
Boy, it goes down easy.
It's kind of
Yeah, it does. It's kind of medicine-y, but
Doesn't it taste like
But it's-
medicine?
yeah.
Yeah, it smells better than it tastes.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah, let's eliminate it up now. Because
I was just thinking-
summertime, poolside,
Yeah.
you know,
As soon as that touched my
Lemonade.
lips, I was like, "That's medicine."
All right. Look here.
I can even see, you know,
If,
do it in the blender and, you know,
yeah.
having
Oh, yeah. Smoothie type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, or slushy,
Slushy.
daiquiri type.
All right. People of Middle Valley,
Yeah.
look at me. We don't have any more of this. If you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see when we do have it. Quit calling.
Don't get mad at
Quit
us.
coming in. We got you.
There's
Stop
some
cussing us.
There's a little bit in the barn though.
Yeah. The barn comes first
Just don't be saying, "What book don't you got?" Because we don't.
because we don't. It just happens that
Simple
way.
as that, man. Oh, I'm gonna top it. This is gonna be good, man.
But Shelly Dawn got to try it.
Shirley Dawn.
I feel special.
Sunday Gary got to try it too. I feel special too, man.
Gary, you get to try
Products there.
everything I try.
I know. We got to try Happy 12. You ever had that?
Happy
It was
12.
10.
Happy.
It was
12.
10.
Happy 10.
Happy.
Happy 10.
I've not had any Pappy, man. That's
That shit's
that's out of my pay grade.
It's expensive. Cilantro.
Hibachi.
How about you? Oh, that's a sipper, man. That's really good.
That's really good. With lemonade.
Oh, wow, that's refreshing.
A little heavy on the lemonade. I would have half and half of that. a little bit.
Put your little bit more in there.
Oh yeah, let's cut that lemonade.
Yeah, we'll cut that lemonade down for you.
Dude, that's
It's
really
not
good.
summertime yet.
Yeah.
Are we repping Crown right now?
We always
apparently
rep
are.
Crown. I'm a Crown guy.
Not a sponsor,
Like-
but if you want to sponsor us,
When I was younger,
we love that.
you know, in my early 20s, mid 20s, and I got Crown
Just a couple
Royal.
years ago.
Yeah, and you know, when I got Crown Royal, that was a treat. Like I would be at a party and I'd pour me a Crown and Coke, and I'd go take it into my room, or I'd put it in the car. Like I thought that's as high as it got.
Yeah.
If there's,
That was the life.
if there's a billboard for Crown Royal, it's Burton.
I had this buddy. We worked at Chuck E. Cheese together. It was Showbiz Pizza back then.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the bear.
Oh my
He
God, I
drove
remember
this,
that.
you know, beater car that just was loud as shit, and you know he was young and poor like the rest of us.
Is he doing the
But he
boom,
only drank
boom?
crack. He was probably 5 or 6 years older than me, and he was a supervisor there, you know. So I was hanging out with an older crowd. All he
behind
drank
the
was
scenes
Crown,
in
man.
restaurants. by the
You
way.
know, he did not compromise on his liquor. You know,
Sometimes it's where you draw the line. Like
yeah.
I'm not buying
like,
fucking
I'll
fucking great
eat ra-
value ketchup.
I'll
I'm
eat
getting
ra-
fucking high.
It's like,
You know what I'm saying?
I'll eat ramen noodles,
It's
but I'm gonna drink my
it's
fucking
Heinz
Crown.
ketchup, French's mustard,
Yeah.
Hellman's
Crown.
mayonnaise.
I can do Heinz mustard,
I don't do Heinz mustard, man.
but
Nor Hunt's ketchup.
French's is the best.
Heinz
Peanut butter's
ketchup,
gotta
French's
be
mustard.
fucking Peter Pan.
Peter Pan?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yep. No,
I compromise.
Skippy.
I compromise on the jelly, and then they put the jelly. What was it, Goobers or something, for the jelly and the peanut butter? That wasn't actually that bad, but it threw me off. I mean, you got to work with it a little bit. You're like, why's the
It's
jelly already in
lazy,
here?
and
Yeah.
Now I got jelly over
Yeah.
here and peanut butter
But-
over here.
But the best way to do that's on toasted bread, because if you get white bread, jelly will
No.
you will chop your bread to fuck
Yeah,
out.
you'll smear a hole
Yeah.
right in it. You know.
I do not want my peanut butter and jelly sandwich to be toasted. No,
No, you toast the bread, then make the sandwich.
I don't want it to be toasted though. I'd rather just.
So
eat
you
it.
just cut the hole in the bread the whole fucking time?
Sure.
All right. Well, you're
I've never
savage.
had a toasted one.
I
understand.
That's
Toast
fine.
your
I
bread,
understand
and it makes
dealing with the
everything
consistency and
spreadable.
shit.
Yes. Makes everything. Okay, peanut butter and jelly. What do you use? What kind of jelly?
Well, a variety of jelly, but you know, Welch's is up there.
No, what flavor?
Oh shit. We got right now in my fridge. We've got strawberry preserves, grape jelly.
I would do great.
Great.
And we've got some pineapple because we bought it to cook a ham or something. Some pineapple preserves.
I got you.
Never had
So I actually had peanut butter and pineapple
Was it good?
preserves the other day. Yeah, it was different.
If they
It was
made a
good.
banana jelly, that would fucking make life epic.
Elvis
Like a
brand.
Yeah, or just like a banana paste,
You ever had
or you can
blackberry-
slap it on with a
blackberry
banana.
jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody said
That
that.
shit is
Dude, I grew up on
so
Sand Mountain.
good.
Apple butter, homemade apple butter
Butter.
is the best. It's the best. Like you can put it on biscuit, you can put it on toast.
Did you ever pick blackberries?
If you're having a bad day, you can put it in your
I
hair.
have picked blackberries.
Did you ever get chickers?
I did not get chiggers, but I've come away with some ticks.
Exactly.
Have you
Did they-
been?
But yeah,
with
chiggers.
I've
there's
never
always
picked a
some chiggers
I've never really
around.
picked a berry, but I've had chiggers.
Oh,
and I know all about that. I grew up on Sand Mountain.
You've never
We had it
picked a
every.
berry?
No, I don't. I've never
Let me tell you about
picked
this. I grew up
strawberries, any
poor
of that
as
shit.
What we had to do is, my stepdad had like we lived on like we didn't have shit
You
there.
started to do the
but
hand
they
and
had
get there.
blackberry patches and stuff.
You still got to eat pot roast tonight,
We
Gary.
would pick blackberries.
Hold the
put 'em-
roast.
We
Yeah.
put 'em- No, listen.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be poignant.
50-cent word.
Yeah, there you go.
But we would pick blackberries and put them like in jugs, and we'd sell them for like $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
But
The chiggers.
Yeah.
You used all that money to buy
Chiggers.
chiggers
Dude,
medicine.
there is a place.
dude, my legs.
There's a
would
place
just-
in Grundy County
So bad.
that's called
It's so
Chigger
bad.
Lane,
Whew.
and I think I'm hoping it was.
Yeah, don't get a flat
Chigger.
tire there.
Chigger.
I'm hoping that's the reason it was called that. But go get him.
That's
I
your
don't even
job.
hear
I
it.
let him out. It's not mine.
Oh,
That's him.
well,
It's not my fault.
He's
I
all
let
right.
him out.
I gotta go
he's
get a
doing his
beer.
job.
I gotta get a beer.
Give me one.
Right.
I will talk to you while we're doing this. That's cool.
Gary, drink your
I
beer.
interview you
Sunday,
now.
Sunday, Sunday, Gary.
Sunday, Gary.
Sunday.
What up? But
Jackson.
isn't that bad though? Think about it. It's pretty
Well,
bad.
it's funny. It's there's some kind of I don't know foreskin thing going on here, and I don't know what this is sticking out here. Is that what you're
Get down
supposed
here
to tab?
now.
You're actually supposed to pull from,
Come
but
here.
it doesn't look like. And I don't know what the process is.
What it is, you actually have to go through
Yeah.
a process where you have to put an apron on.
I don't know how
you
they
have to
do
put
this.
gloves on,
Right?
and because this shit can burn you. It's really hot when they do that.
Yeah. Man.
But I'm like,
in the house now.
so
Jackson.
I don't know if I was in a hurry or something. It was me.
What was
or-
your first stab at it? You're going back,
Oh, I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna.
so
I'm
keep that
gonna-
one,
I'm
and
gonna.
then with on a
I'm gonna relish this
on an episode of Rum in the Sun or whatever, you can show us how you've improved your wax
one.
game.
I'm so. I'm
And
so
that probably, there's some ladies out there that have just
I'm
drive
so
them wild.
nervous about
Gary.
leaving for this, man. I'm gonna get deep on you here, man. Fuck, I've lived here my whole life, man. I'm about to live in Florida.
Yeah, there's that. I don't know anything about Port St. Lucie.
Let me
Florida's
tell you,
a wacky
this is a
state,
crazy
man.
story. I was
There's a
waiting
lot
on,
of
I was waiting on a
different
table.
kind of people in Florida.
Yesterday I was waiting on a table. It's one of my call parties, but they were like, look, it was like 60 degrees one day, and now it's 30 the next. I'm like, fucking hate Tennessee weather. I said,
Oh,
But
you
I'm
cursed
gonna-
yourself, and now you have to go to Florida.
no, but I was like, but I'm gonna be moving to Port St. Lucie in May, and they were like, my dad lives in Port St. Lucie. I'm like, really? And I'm like, what's it like? Does he like it? He goes, oh, he loves it. So I'm like, fuck yeah,
Well,
that
you're
was a
gonna
bonus.
dig the weather. You're gonna dig a lot of things.
I know
about
it's
it.
I know it's really
There's
hot
gonna
in
be
the
some
summer.
stuff you go, man.
Really
this is
beautiful in the
Florida.
summer, and plus you have hurricanes.
Hey, you got-
Those don't happen every fucking year. Y'all act
Well, I
like
know that, but I'm just saying. You
Well,
have
they
that.
are an eventuality.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a
Yeah,
hurricane.
you're going to get a rain season.
Well,
I get
it's
that.
like Chattanooga. You're gonna get a tornado. At some
No,
point.
and yeah, I mean,
I was
That's
hit by a
true, too.
tornado.
yeah, but that's more
You're
Iowa.
gonna get a
Well,
tornado.
Yeah, we've had
a
some.
lot of tornado scares.
Yeah.
The last.
My
12.
apartment.
And
got
it's
But it's
more of
everywhere.
the-
It's
Yeah, it's everywhere. Everything's going to have. Nothing's good all the time everywhere. I mean, there's, like you'd be like, oh.
unless you're Taylor Swift, apparently.
Still, she don't live wherever she lives. It's not great all the
She
time.
likes cats.
I don't know. She just magic fairy dust everywhere she walks, and weather's perfect. And
Yeah.
she doesn't have to deal with those
Yeah.
kinds of things because, you know, she's just somehow
I
kind of
really
magical.
don't get it. Do you
No,
get
you're
it?
not supposed to get it. You're not a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, see, you know.
I know you go after 15-year-old girls,
No,
but
I
you're
do
not
not.
a
I do
15-year-old.
I mean, I'm a fan in that
I like her writing
she's not
skills.
done anything wrong.
Thank you.
She
Like,
hasn't.
high five me on that.
She's
A
given
good
a
role
lot.
model.
She has
You do
given
that.
shitloads of money
Money to everybody.
To everybody that's right. You know, the school that got flooded up somewhere. Up
The
you know,
people that got shot in
the
the
people that got shot in
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Their family. She's
Yeah, it's $100,000.
She
So
seems
you
to be
can't
on
shit
a
on her.
she seems to be on a Dolly Parton-esque path of
Yeah.
giving back and being
She might be
Being
a
a wonderful citizen. So I don't have anything bad to say
Yeah,
about
she seems to be a
Taylor Swift.
role model for girls.
My-
She's not in the tabloids. She's
My
not
youngest
fucking.
daughter, big fan.
I
And
can't shit on her.
I took the whole family to see her at Nissan Stadium in 2018 on the Reputation tour.
But do you think
Big
it's hope?
extravaganza. And
It's
I
hope.
never paid that much for concert
Yeah.
tickets for anything in my
Yeah.
life. But I just turned around yesterday and paid 180
It's
bucks
so
a ticket to
Travis
see
Kelce.
Neil Young.
There you go.
Is this like a marketing ploy with
No.
Travis Kelce?
I don't think so at all.
Do you think they really love each other?
If she would have done that, she would have done that with a different team.
No, it's the best team in the
A
world.
different team. What?
Are you kidding? You picked the best team. Who's
They weren't the best team then.
No, they are the
They
best
weren't.
team. They
They
won 3 of the last
lived
5
into the
Super
fucking
Bowls.
playoffs. They were the number 4
Yeah,
seed.
but-
They won 3
But
of
they
the
were
last
still,
5
They
Super
were
Bowls.
still one of the elite teams of the, you know.
Yeah.
No,
And
they're good.
supposedly the story goes that
And Patrick,
Kelsey reached out to her and said, "I saw you rock Arrowhead
Yeah,
Stadium.
now
Why
watch me
don't you
come rock
see me rock
Arrowhead
Arrowhead
Stadium."
Whatever."
that's what I'm thinking. Is this a ploy?
Now,
No,
I,
I think they
I'm
genuinely
sure
like
there
each other.
is a genuine
There's
to it.
there's an agenda
Now,
to
they
everything.
are
Some
neither
kids-
one of them are lost on the marketing
Well,
things going on.
And
I mean,
And how many
money.
jerks